Forex Daybreak podcast, where we trade the Forex market with you. Entry, target, exit, and stop loss levels are covered when we walk you through every trade made in the show. 5% of Forex traders are profitable, and you can be among the winners. If you wish to find out profitable trade signals in the Forex market, Forex Daybreak is the show for you. Now, let's begin today's episode.
Good morning and welcome to episode 68. Forex pairs in this episode are Euro-USD. We have upside motion and try to find a trading opportunity to the upside. Dollar-Yen. We also track this pair to find out if we can trade one more wave higher. And Euro-Pound. Same here. We can look for a trading opportunity to the upside for the next leg of this larger correction. It is recommended that you will learn to read the market yourself and not just blindly enter trades based on my signals or from any other signal provider. I will not take responsibility from your trading losses or credit from your profits. Okay, that said, let's start this episode. Okay, let's begin with Euro-USD like we usually do. So yesterday we had a new low, 106.74. A little bit mixed signals in Euro-USD. So I was looking for, and actually still am looking for, a larger corrective structure. But yesterday, like I said, we had a new low, 106.74. And now the scenario here is a little bit more complex than before. So from the 110.72 high, we have a completed five-way structure, which I have labeled as ended last week on the NFP release, approximately 107.06 level. But yesterday, like I said, we got a new low, 106.74, but since have made some progress to the upside. So maybe we are now looking at a larger correction or just another smaller correction on this larger decline. And so perhaps the first wave has ended all the way down, all the way up at 108.94, and this small upwards move from that 108.94 level up to 110.72. Maybe this was a wave 2 of a wave 3, and now we have started the next larger decline. But let's look at this in more detail on the 1 hour chart. Okay, here on the 1 hour chart we can see the recent price action. We can draw it here. So from the 110.72 low, we have a nice five-wave structure all the way down to 107.05, approximately 107.06 level. And since we have had a three-wave upwards move, and now what seems to be a three-wave move to the downside. So perhaps we are now on a small corrective move, which is forming expanded flat correction. So if this is the case, we can expect now a five-wave structure. Maybe we have first two waves. So a five-wave structure above the previous short-term high and perhaps towards 108.4, 108.5 level. And if this is the case, we can then track this correction to the upside and enter short again to this downtrend approximately at 108.4, 108.5, and then trade this to the downside and catch the next leg higher. Remember that the long-term view for Euro-USD is bearish, so all of the upwards moves should be treated as corrections. This upwards move that is now starting, in my opinion, is correction. What remains to be seen if we are looking for or looking at a larger correction like I talked about yesterday. So if we get a large three-wave structure towards the 111.4 level, or just a small expanded flat correction near 108.4 level, which now seems to be the more probable scenario, that we should expect a small correction near 108.4 level. So let's track this pair today, and if there is a 5-way structure to the upside as completed C wave, then we can start to think about trading this to the downside. Let's see dollar yen also briefly. So we have here a corrective pullback in my opinion, wave 4, and one more wave higher is expected before larger correction to the downside, or next a wave of this correction to the downside. So from the low of the B wave, which is approximately around 120, approximately 120 level, we can see now completed or almost completed 4 waves. So we can expect one more a wave higher, maybe towards 124 level or maybe a little bit higher. And after that, a next move, larger move, should be to the downside for the next part of this large correction. Okay, yesterday we had a trade in euro yen which went south and hit our stop loss level. So we still have a pound yen trade on, which is now slightly on the profit. This has been quite a frustrating trade, but now is looking that it would play out eventually. So I'm expecting still a move towards 187.9, 188 level to complete this 5-way structure, which has quite nicely followed this channel. So we can expect a move towards the 188 level to complete this channel, and the next move after that should be to the downside. Our take profit level is around 188, and we can perhaps start to lift our stop loss level soon if we see more upside on pound yen. Alright, let's see a couple of other pairs. We can take a look at euro pound. We also saw more downside yesterday on euro pound, but in my opinion we are seeing a corrective structure here and perhaps can look for a trade to the upside. So my wave structure, like I have said before in this podcast, from the 0.7492 level we can track a nice 5-wave structure with an ending diagonal triangle pattern as the 5th wave, and overlapping a 5-wave structure, the only impulsive structure that can have overlapping waves according to Elliott wave principle, which is my main analysis method. So we can see this overlapping 5-way structure and then quite sharp upwards move now, and maybe we can expect now a 5-way structure to the upside towards the termination point of the previous 4th wave as the C wave of this correction, and then another large 5-way structure to the downside in order to continue this larger downtrend. My wave count is long-term bearish on euro pound, and also most of the other euro pairs are long-term bearish, but they are not so clear as euro pound and euro USD on their wave structure. So I think we can find good trading opportunities on euro pound on the coming weeks. So perhaps we can trade this C wave higher, but let's look first a small 5-way structure, maybe on the 1-hour chart or 30-minute chart, in order to make clear sense that we are still on a corrective phase and have not started yet the next larger decline. Okay, that's all for today's episode. Visit the show notes at ForexDayBreak.com/68, and let me remind you that you can get this video analysis, daily trading signals, and access to my trading system when you subscribe to my basic membership. A membership fee is only $10 a month, and I have a 14-day free trial for you to test out my service. You can cancel with one click, so this is a truly risk-free offer. Go to ForexDayBreak.com/basic and sign up. More trades tomorrow. Happy trading, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.
Thanks for your interest in Forex Daybreak Daily Podcast. If you like this show, we hope you'll visit our website, www.ForexDayBreak.com. Be sure to check the show notes on our website for this episode. Join us next time for another episode of Forex Daybreak.